Google managed to improve what was already excellent. The company has just taken a step that could greatly speed up the creation of applications. With AI now inside Google AI Studio, you not only generate the interface, you create complete applications with back-end authentication and even database integration all in the same workflow. And the most interesting part is, there's an agent that keeps working on your project even when you're not there. In other words, more and more, Google is turning its ecosystem into a true artificial intelligence playground. So, before I show you what's changed, subscribe to the channel, and to watch the videos without ads and support us, just click the join button. Alright, so let's get to the video. Well guys, today I want to share with you the new Google AI Studio, so listen up. We present the brand new vibe coding experience in Google AI Studio with the following features. Database support with one-click sign-in using Google Support. A new coding agent powered by anti-gravity technology with support for multiplayer and a back-end application. And there's much more coming soon. That's what the folks at Google are promising. And check out what the community is posting on X. All the programming startups focused on aesthetics had a really bad week. Google has just made a production-level full-stack programming software available for free. Google AI Studio has just become full-stack and was designed to turn your projects into production-ready applications. Let's go to the Google blog. Now we present the new full-stack programming experience in Google AI Studio. Start building real applications for the modern web with the coding agent. Anti-gravity integration and Firebase backend integrations are now available in Google AI Studio. That means a single tool will have both anti-gravity and Firebase integration. Launching a completely redesigned intuitive programming experience in Google AI Studio. Designed to turn your ideas into production-ready apps for multiplayer experiences, installing external libraries, ways to save your progress, and securely logging in. Now, you can create truly functional native AI apps without leaving the intuitive programming experience. We are accelerating the path from prompt to production using the new Google Anti-Gravity Coding Agent to provide even more support for modern and scalable apps. We're also enabling robust backends that bring secure storage and user authentication to your apps through native integration with Firebase. So, what did I say? From now on, Google AI Studio becomes a full-stack tool where you can integrate with databases and add an authentication system. All of this is possible through these integrations with anti-gravity and also with Firebase. So what changed? Listen up, try the difference. From prototypes to production apps, see how the new updates help you build real applications. What can you do? Create multiplayer experiences. Develop real-time multiplayer games, collaborative workspaces, and shared tools that connect users instantly. So, from now on, you can create a little game inside Google AI Studio using a system that allows you to create a multiplayer experience. Next, add database and authentication. The agent now proactively detects when your app needs a database or login. After you approve an integration with Firebase, it provisions Cloud Firestore for the database and Firebase authentication for secure login with Google. So, with this integration, everything happens automatically. If you ask it to create an app and it realizes that it needs a database or authentication, it does all the work automatically. There's more. Create for the modern web. The agent now uses the vast ecosystem of modern web tools. If you want smooth animations or professional icons, the agent automatically finds the ideal solution. Connect to real-world services. Transform production-level software prototypes by connecting to the services you already use. Now you can bring your own API credentials to securely integrate services like databases, payment processors, or Google services such as Google Maps. The agent detects when a key is needed and securely stores it in the new Secrets Manager located in the Settings tab. So, if you need to integrate an external API with Google AI Studio, your key will be stored inside this vault with complete security. At least that's what they're promising here. Pick up where you left off here. Yes, this is something everyone was asking for. Access your data on different devices and sessions. Close the browser tab and the app will remember where you left off, so you can continue whenever you want. In the past, when we used Google AI Studio, what would happen if you closed the browser? During a process, right there, most of the time, you would lose your work. Now, that's not the case. The agent understands what's being done and you'll be logged in with your account. You can access it on another computer or another device. And from the moment you log in again, you start from where you left off, which is really cool. Access a more powerful agent, create complex applications using simpler instructions. The agent now has a deeper understanding of your entire project structure and conversation history, allowing for faster interactions and multi-step code edits. And now it's also possible to develop with Next.js. In addition to React and Angular, we now offer native support for Next.js applications, which is really cool, especially for those who work with high-level programming. And you can select this framework through the settings panel, which has been updated. Well, what can you create with this new Google AI Studio? Google itself has published some apps and games that were created there, and it's serious business. Check out this multiplayer game here called Turbo Race. I'll leave the links to these apps and games, which I'm going to show you right now, in the description of this video. Why can you remix these apps? So, if you have even a free account here in Google AI Studio, all you have to do is open the link, then there's a remix option here, and you'll save a copy to your account. Then, you'll come here to the prompt field and ask it to do whatever you want. Translate to Portuguese, add a new level, add obstacles, and so on. How do you play? Showing here that it's a multiplayer game. What are you going to do? Create a new race. Notice that here I have a field to enter a code, and when I click to create, this code appears. So, if everyone joins your game, you'll share this code and start a new race, and look at the quality of this game. All of this is done here with authentication, multiplayer, without you having to worry about anything else. Now let's suppose you share the code with someone else. That person will join the game and then you can play together. Look, it's cool that all of this was done here inside Google AI Studio without any external tools. In other words, the AI itself created the game. It made the code system so you can invite your friend and everything is available here for you to play. Remember that the link will be down here in the description if you want to remix another example now. Look, I have one here. Neon Arena works the same way. I'll click play now, then use the arrow keys to walk around. So it's a multiplayer game that I can easily play with my friends just by sharing the link here. So, you can see that it's a really functional little game here, created entirely within Google AI Studio. Next example now, another instance here of a multiplayer game. So, as people interact here with the screen, each color represents a different player. And, just a reminder, this was also made within Google AI Studio. My color is green, and then I try to hit my opponents here. Now, I have 21 players playing at the same time. Pretty cool, right? Now, this other example here is to demonstrate the physics knowledge of the new Google AI Studio. Here I'm going to put 3 letters to identify my name. I'll put A, B, and C. Play now, start the game again. And here I have the claw game. I can control it, look forward, backward, to the side. I have 54 seconds left, so I'm going to release it here. Now I released it. I grabbed the little red piece, dropped it. My score there is 120. Once again, I grabbed another piece. My score is now 200. See how interesting. I have here a game made inside Google AI Studio. And with this interpretation of the laws of physics, it goes forward and backward. It has a spatial awareness of everything that's happening. In the past, it was very complicated to do this here inside Google AI Studio without integration with other tools. Now you can do it without any problem. Remember that the link will be down here in the description of this video. If you want to remix, just log in with your account and click the remix button here. Then, you'll type your prompt here and ask the artificial intelligence to make the changes for you. Here's another example. This example refers to what they're saying here in the article. Connect to the real world. We present the new full-stack programming experience of Google AI Studio to get real-time data from Google Maps or send updates to a database. Turning a concept into a useful tool. So, here I have the GeoSeeker game. I'll put it here to start. I'll choose North America and I'll start the game. It's reading North America and then it's going to give me a hint here. and I have to try to guess where this place is. It's very similar to the GeoGuess game. So, here you have a direct integration with the Google Maps API. Why is this important? Because it's a demonstration that now with Google AI Studio, you can connect APIs and use your application in the real world. Here, for example, I'm doing an integration with Google Maps, but you could also integrate with a database there. From Firebase, which is now available through this integration with Anti-Gravity and Firebase. So it's an application that has become much more powerful. From now on, you can have these integrations that go beyond. Google AI Studio and this other example here was created to demonstrate the authentication capability that is now present here in Google AI Studio. I have here an app to add family recipes. I'm going to click here to authenticate with Google. It already opens the little window here. I'll choose my account, authentication done. Now I'll enter my family's name. Look, my family's kitchen was created and here I have all the recipes. Eu posso criar uma receita nova, adicionar using artificial intelligence. Anyway, it's really cool because I'm logged in here with my account. So, inside Google AI Studio, there's this possibility for you to create an app that requires authentication. It will integrate with Google Authentication completely automatically if it detects that your app needs a database or authentication. It does the work on the back end without you having to ask for anything at all. Good. And how do you use Google AI Studio? Remember, it's completely free, you don't pay anything, and you don't even need an API key. So, you'll come here to your Google AI Studio. And what's new about this? It was added here in the Build tab. When you click, the option to enter your prompt already appears, and here you have some options. If you want to get inspired, I'm going to use this example here just to demonstrate, so just click here on the tag. I'm asking to add a database and authentication using Firestore and authentication with Firebase. What am I going to ask for here in my prompt? Create an app to add customers to my construction materials store, use a database to store names and phone numbers, and authentication for security. I'm using the tag and will ask to build it. He's already finished. The customer management app for your construction materials store was successfully created, including Google Authentication and data persistence in Firebase. Implemented features, authentication, customer management, and security. How to use, open the app. You will be prompted to log in with your Google account. After logging in, you will see a form to add new customers. The customer list will be displayed below the form. You can remove customers by clicking the trash can icon next to each one. The app is ready to use. If you need more features, como a edição de clientes ou busca, I'm available. I'll click the button to authenticate myself. Authentication done. I'll enter the name here. I'll click to add. Another customer has already been added. Add, and then you can keep repeating this process successively. If I want to view the code, I just need to click on code, and then I already have here all the code base that was used to create my app. If you want, you can download this code and take it to another tool, or if you prefer, just click here on publish. Then it asks here whether you want to create it privately or publicly, and then it asks you to use the project while it publishes. Here. Notice that now I have the secrets option here, so all my API keys are added here securely. So, inside this vault, I can add the external keys that I want to use, for example, from an external database. So, all the API keys that I use here inside Google AI Studio are stored here in this vault securely. Here, I can also view the versions of my application. If I want, I can add my GitHub account here, and here in Publish, you can see that my application has already been published. I'm going to click here on Open, I'll log in again with my account, and notice that my database is saved. Those names that I added back in Google AI Studio are saved here in my application. So, besides authentication, I also have a database here using all the tools from Google AI Studio without having to pay anything. From the conception of the application to the coding, then the authentication system, and finally the database, everything was done within Google AI Studio. This is something simple. I'm not a programmer. I'm just showing you what can be done now. Just imagine a tool like this in the hands of people who know how to work with it, who are used to front-end, back-end, full stack, and so on. Definitely, o Google AI Studio, it's among the most amazing tools that Google has ever released so far. So, what did you think about this update? Do you think there are a lot of AI startups freaking out? Let me know in the comments, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bye.
I've been